Hey Sag, welcome to Tarot Heal. Welcome to the place where we tarot and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Let's get started. I come to you, humble God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Sag Collective need to know for March? Thank you. Oh, why did that show up so violently? And it showed up violently to say surrender. Okay. Look, Spirit put their chest in that card. They said, look, I need you to surrender. I need you to stop trying all this extra and go with the flow, with whatever we trying to tell you. Stop trying to stunt your own growth here. Oh, holy cow, holy. What is the energy? Why is this so crazy? Ask body. This is the energy for Virgo. Like the full moon in Virgo. Watch that reading if you haven't already. Because I'm feeling like we're getting a lot of signs through the body right now or during the cycle. Pay attention to your body. Obviously drink more water or whatever. Pay attention to your habits, your healthy habits, whatever the case is. It's like your body's telling you something. I think I said this in the full moon in Virgo reading. Like if you're talking to someone and you feel drained, you know, so on and so forth. Just listen to those things. I feel like you're not really giving in to what Spirit is telling you, and now it's like showing up and you're getting signs, you know. And it could be through, you know, your body. There's a need to pay attention to that. Be wise enough to pay attention to the signs. We have the underworld here, okay? And we have the fate at the bottom of the deck. Be bold enough to pay attention to the signs. Courageous enough to move with conviction without anyone else telling you like, oh yeah, you're right about that. Or you're getting closure or validation on what you feel or what you know to be true. All right, what's going on, Sag? And Sag, I mean, Sag is very like, you know, physical too, right? Like, you guys power up from exercise. So maybe there's a need to do some of that. That might give you some clarity, some mental clarity that's needed. Do some stretches. Go for a run, jog if that's what you're into. All right. What's going on with Sag? For the first half of March, what's going on with Sag? Oh, we're starting off with the Emperor. Okay. What are we talking about? Wheel of Fortune coming out in reverse. Someone's getting like an intuitive hit about, I feel like someone's getting an intuitive hit about someone, about a person. Okay, maybe if you guys are not talking, then you're getting like an intuitive hit about what they're up to, for example. It does seem like whatever they were doing behind closed doors, it doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but it's like whatever, if you're getting like intuitive guidance about it, about what they're up to. And it's like it's some type of conflict about should I trust it or should I not. This could be you or this could be someone else that you're dealing with. Interesting. Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords coming out with the Five of Cups. Seven of Swords, obviously, that's not the best energy, but it's coming out in reverse. It's like someone is getting like insight into like a past thing that was done, you know, like getting clarity about like an old bad thing that someone probably did. All right. We have the Lover's card, but I feel like it's old news, but it's now coming to the forefront. And it's something about that that's going to give someone closure about how things ended. All right. For example, if you thought someone was cheating, right, and then you finally get the clarity years later that they were, and then you're like, oh man, see, I was good, I was right, you know, it's something like that that's happening here. This is weird. Yeah, it was like kind of a long time coming, or this person might come back with an apology or with giving you the closure. Okay, somehow this is gonna come to light about their past deeds. Somehow this person is gonna come clean. Either they're gonna come clean or the universe is gonna clean them out. You know, but I don't know. So this could be an ex or whatever, some type of soulmate, but it's broken, it's from the past. Empress is coming out in reverse. Yeah, someone already has their head turned when it comes to them. Like turned away. You know, someone's looking away from them and this person's about to come back. Be like, hey, by the way, I want to apologize for this and that and that. I was moving like this, you know. They probably want a new beginning or something. Yeah, we have the Fool card with the World card coming out here. The truth. Yep. So the truth is finally coming out. Someone's finally setting the record straight. So we have the Fool card. I feel like it's like once someone decides that they're moving in another direction and they're about to go for their upgrade, it makes this person like, whoa, wait, before you walk out the door for real, let me just come clean. And then it makes someone overthink like, oh, okay, well, do I go to the upgrade or do I see what's up with this person now, you know? Yeah, because it's someone that someone still has feelings for. They still have a place in their heart. Just be mindful of this. We do have the false mask coming through. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily, because they're showing up as the Emperor upright. I don't know if they might not come through being completely forthright about what their real intentions are. They might just come back like, oh, hey, how's it going? Are you okay? Everything's going well? You know, and then you realize that they want something more, you know? So that could just be the hidden intentions there, but they are coming through with truth. And then the truth might pry open. They might use the truth to pry open the door into a new chapter with you. So just be mindful of that. Now let's see what the blockage is. It feels like there's definitely some resistance to this person coming back though. But then he might say something to soften your heart a little bit, it seems. What's a blockage? Oh. King of Pentacles. It's because this is unresolved, okay? Whoever this person is, they never gave you the closure that you needed. With the Justice card coming out at the bottom of the deck. You need this closure, Okay, you need this person to come back. I mean, obviously you are going to move on anyway, but it does seem like this can give you a booster. They're doing the right thing by bringing the truth and bringing closure. If it's them doing it and not the universe, either way it's going to come through. You're going to get the clarity. But if they come through with the truth, their job is just to come through with the truth. It's not supposed to, they're not supposed to come through with the truth plus, you know, give you some you know, but they might be wanting to do all that, you know, so just be mindful of that. But it does seem like this is going to finally close the chapter for you, because it does seem like this heartbreak is still open. This wound is still open, all right? Because it was an injustice. It was a heartbreak. It does seem like with the King of Pentacles, someone was, you know, still powering through and moving forward, but it was hard to take that leap. This is, this can be the nail in the coffin to make you step into this new endeavor, new chapter for yourself, or it can be the thing that makes you stop going into that new chapter. So use your discretion with this person. Again, I don't feel like they have bad intentions. They are bringing truth, but they might be doing a little bit too much after that. What are they feeling to say? The person receiving the truth, what are they feeling to say? This is a truth shall set you free energy. You have the Nine of Wands coming out with the Eight of Wands. It was definitely something. You couldn't move as fast. This pain, this open wound, like you patched it up as much as you could, right? Or you're patching it up as much as you could. This person, if they came through with a closure and apology, you would have been able to move a bit quicker through this energy. But because you had to do your own healing, your own doctoring of the wounds without, you know, without the help of the person who inflicted the wound, it just was a bit of a slower process. All right. Yeah. This is a tricky one because it seems like you should be open to at least hearing what they have to say, because they do have things to tell you that will finally let you be at peace with the situation. But if you listen and entertain it too much, it might have you lingering around a little bit longer than you should. Get the truth and get out. Get the truth, get the closure, and get out. Like, thank you for that. Let's let bygones be bygones. I forgive you. I'm out, though. You know, it's not, I don't think it's supposed to start a new chapter necessarily, all right? What's the advice? Queen of Wands coming out. Yeah, see, if you would have moved on without this closure, you would have still had this bitter energy a little bit. You would have had a little bit of resentment. It would have, and that would have made the wound fester a little bit more. It would have slowed down the healing. So this person is coming through. Wow, the Queen of Wands coming out with the King of Wands. This is definitely a soul tie energy. This person is coming through to balance things out, okay, for whatever this contract was. The contract does seem like it's over. All right, so I can't stress that enough. The contract is over, even though it does seem like there's a temptation to renew the contract that is already done. But this is the final part of the contract. They did what they did, part ways, and then they finally come back and give you like the closure that you need, like so you can move on. That's what's supposed to happen spiritually there, all right? Just don't make it more than what it is. That's what I'm feeling. Okay. You would need to take time to reflect on whatever this truth is when it comes through. Because like them doing this is actually opening up the wound again, but it's so that it can be healed in a healthier way, okay? But you can't have them open a wound and now you guys are starting over with this open wound still here. You got to take time out to back off and do your own thing and process this truth. This person might come through very passionately though, okay? So they might, I mean, it could, with all these wands here, it could lead to some makeup sex, okay? Or that might be their intention. See, Ten of Swords. It's about ending this chapter, ending this, getting the closure. You don't have to get the closure with makeup sex, right? Obviously, but that might just open it back up, right? With all these wands, it just seems like they're going to be very passionate. It might be a little bit emotional, okay? The emotions might run high. So just be mindful when they come in. Just know that this is a karmic contract, and this is how it's supposed to end, all right? This is interesting. This is very straight and to the point. Get in and get out. That's what I'm getting here. Like, this point is made very clear. Get the information you need, and that's it. Yeah, see, we have retreat. Disconnect from the world. Once you get this truth, take time to disconnect and process, okay? Because the emotions might run high, you might be led to wanting to fall into their arms again, and you know, the nostalgia, and then the fact that they're being honest, and they're, you know, whatever the case is. Take time out to process. Or the emotions might run high where you guys might argue, which may also lead to making up, you know. So whatever the case is, emotions are running high. Do not, just be mindful when this truth comes in. Don't respond based on your emotions. Don't respond. Try not to respond. I'm not saying like ghost, but I'm just saying like don't entertain any more than you have to. Keep it cordial, and then take a step back and really process this new information, and then figure out what you need to do next. If you do have children coming through, your love life is being affected by children. I feel like this karmic thing that's happening, it is going to affect, yeah, it is. It's going to, it's releasing you, it's liberating you. It's releasing you, liberating you, okay? So that you can experience this level of, this new level of love. Possibly, you know, meeting the person that you're having kids with, whatever the case is. Unless this person is the person that you're having kids with, then this is what that's talking about. But it's something about all this healing needs to happen. It's like for the sake of children. Whether it's children that's already born or children coming in. But this karmic contract needed to happen for the sake of children. Like, you need to heal from this. Codependency, yeah, okay. So then it is a dangerous energy. And I just say dangerous because it can be addictive. That's when, with all these wands coming out, I'm feeling all this passion. Addictions are affecting your romantic love life, okay? See, I feel like this could be someone that you have, like a lot of, you know, it could be a lot of passion. Wow, we have new love at the bottom of the deck. Okay, yeah. This needs to be closed out because the new love that's coming through is like a higher level. Okay, a higher level, that could be someone who you're supposed to have kids with. But before you start a whole family, you have to heal this major one. This is like a major heartbreak or a major like thing that has to be cleared up. Whether it's romantic or family, friends, whatever, it's a major heartbreak, and it's a wound that's still open. And it's gonna give you the clarity and closure needed so that you can build a healthy new love, build a healthy new family. This is huge. All right. Just once again, because it does seem like you can easily fall down that road again with this person, just be mindful with the codependency card coming out here, all right? Don't try not to entertain it too much. All right. There's a cycle of codependency with this person, and I don't feel like that will change. I feel like if you entertain them some more, you guys will go right back into that codependency. All right. what's the power animal? Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. See, you were already doing you, or you are already on this path that you're supposed to go on. Somebody's about to run up while you're walking down this path and you're going to this door. They're running, they're catching up to you to say this thing to you. Say thank you. I needed that. And then keep walking. And say goodbye. You're going back to where you came from now. All right? But what they're probably going to do is come through, say this thing. You say thank you. Then they're like, yeah, so how you been? You remember that time when we went to whatever place and we had that great time? Oh, those are good days. Hey, you want to sit down here on this bench and talk a little bit more? No, you want to go to this hotel? You know, just keep it short and sweet there. All right? Be loyal to the path that you're on. It's a chance of them taking you off the path. Pig spirit, use your mind wisely. Yeah, be smart in how you handle this situation. It does seem like it's a little tricky. It's a temptation. That's what it feels like. It's a temptation, but it's not supposed to be. It's closure, but the closure is tempting. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture, okay? This is coming back to being loyal to, you already built whatever it is. You already have your eye on something that you need to go towards. Keep doing that. Seahorse spirit, watch and wait. This is a card of a beautiful mystery coming through. Just keep walking through that door. Yes. White raven spirit, trust in the magic. The miracles are endless. Cow spirit. All right, yes. All this abundance you're about to walk into. Don't overthink walking through that door. It does seem like this person might try to delay. You know, they might do something, say something that kind of shakes you up. You know, it stops your progress. Even if they stop your progress for a little bit, get back on the horse and keep riding, okay? All right. Wow, this is a tricky energy. Interesting. All right. Well, you got this, Sag. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Add me on IG. That's Taryn Hill. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, or if you want to get early access to readings, or if you want to get access to Patreon exclusive content, check out the Patreon link below for that. All right. Thank you so much, and until we meet again, peace.